バカめ、俺は死んでもギブアップなどしねえ。加減しても死ぬか。これでは俺の負けになってしまうな。
Somehow there's always this striking feeling of epicness when watching an overpowered main character who is a badass. It's so cool to see the protagonist, just fulfill their dreams by doing something amazing in their lives. I really do enjoy overpowered main characters, which I'm sure the same thing goes for the rest of you watching this video, which is why I'll be covering 10 overpowered badass anime main characters for you all to check out. And if you're new here, then please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notifications, as it really helps my channel out in the long run. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video.
戦ってぶっ壊れちまえ。生意気な AD6 だもが。
We kick things off with 86, which is single-handedly one of the most underrated series of 2021 due to it falling under the mecha genre, and many people know exactly that this specific genre is dying, and the majority of the audience do not really bother with it. So 86 has shown so much potential since day one, and to this very day has managed a lot to become, for so many people, one of the greatest mecha anime series created thanks to A1 Pictures. Insanely good sequences, badass characters, and so much action that you will be able to see if you watch this anime, and not once has it disappointed me. Build Divide Cold Black is a series that focuses on the aspect of card games, which also involves summoning. The city is governed by the king, known as the strongest player in the world, and others wish to reach the king, as defeating him will allow others to be granted one single wish. It's pretty demanding, and very tempting to do, but only the strongest players will pretty much have a chance at taking on the king in battle. The protagonist had no idea how to play this game until a girl offered him to teach him how to battle, and he managed to somehow win, which is quite surprising. So maybe he himself has the skills needed to beat the king, and there's only one way to find out. The legendary assassin from another world, once known as the best of the best who gets the job done with ease, precision, and skill, has now unfortunately been betrayed by his very own organization that wants him dead. And upon dying in a plane crash, he has now been reincarnated into another world as a young boy, where in his new world, pretty much, he will still maintain his skills from his previous life in order to defeat the hero of the other world. Lug was born into a family, but not just any ordinary family. It was a family of trained assassins, especially his father, known as the greatest assassin of the other world, who will now teach Lug his skills to make him into a fine young assassin.
殺意が2つ、右と左。右利きの俺の左側、動きやすいホットサイド。
赤い竜。グラビティインパクト。
Eden Zero for me is regarded as a rising shonen series that has shown, improved multiple times that it can indeed become an amazing shonen anime others can watch. From the creator of Fairy Tail, Hiro Mashima has come up with a theme that takes place in space, with different planets that exist where people live. You can pretty much say that this is Fairy Tail in space. You may even spot a Natsu and Lucy a few times in the series, which I thought was a great reference to the original series. The characters may resemble similar looks to Fairy Tail, but that's just how Hiro Mashima works, as his projects all have the same character designs, as there is just so much work to be done. Shiki is a great main character, wielding a powerful ability that lets him control and use gravity. Now he is on a journey in the Sakura cosmos to find someone named Mother.
Demon Blaster!
One of the best isekai series that you can find, Reincarnated as a Slime does exactly what you would and wouldn't expect it to do. A guy gets stabbed and dies to then reincarnate to another world as a mere little slime. A slime is basically like a low-level mob in any RPG game, but for the case of Rimuru, he gained so much abilities thanks to the Sage and has absorbed skill after skill and even a giant powerful dragon named Veldora to gain tremendous power as a slime to the point where his enemies underestimate his abilities to win in a fight, which then, turns around. Spoiler alert, he also does become a powerful demon lord later on in the series, gets a harem of elves at the bar, and builds its very own community for beings to coexist together in peace. Next up is Jujutsu Kaisen, and this series overall has lots of overpowered and badass characters, though the main one that you might think would be, Gojo, who is by far the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer in the series. Jujutsu Kaisen is purely an action-packed series full of entertainment, exciting moments, and milestones to reach in strength and character development. If you are a martial arts fan, then this is by all means the shonen series that you should be watching. There is no question at all that Demon Lords are extremely overpowered beings, but for the case of Anosovoldigod, he is on another level. Reincarnating years into the future after being killed by the hero, he is now looking to be the next candidate of the Demon Lord in the academy that he has, enrolled to, and will show absolutely no mercy to those who stand in his way. When I say he is on another level, I mean he can easily beat characters like maybe, Ainz or Rimuru Tempest due to Anos having certain skills that allows him to surpass others. I never expected this day to come, but it did, and season 2 is not that far away at all.
気づいたか？心臓の鼓動だ。
I never once included this anime on this list, but here it is now. The Legend of the Sword and Fairy, which is a gorgeous looking Chinese anime series with powerful legendary characters, with epic fights and amazing looking animation. These days, I'm not gonna lie, Chinese anime are a rising factor within the anime community, and I think for that reason, more people should definitely invest their time into watching Chinese anime. At this point, it's known that Chinese anime have really good quality, in more cases, than others, a lot better than Japanese anime. This is why you should definitely check him out. Next up is Balance Unlimited. While there are no superpowers in this anime at all, there's one thing that brings the power in the series that follows a more real-life approach, and that is money. The main character named Kanbe is an incredibly rich man to the point where his bank balance is unlimited, and he can pretty much purchase anything that will help him get the mission done, as he values justice above anything else. And it's a mystery comedy series combined, featuring two characters who must work together and put effort to solve dangerous cases with the help of Kanbe's wealth.
ヒーローのつもり。
Finally on this list we have is ID Invaded, which is my most favorite mystery series and an original take of entering the human mind through a device which will allow the main character Akihito to solve the case of a young girl being murdered. Basically, it's like they are entering a virtual world and the task is to explore this world to reveal the identity of the target behind the murder. Akihito used to be a member of the police, but when, tragedy struck, he was on the other side of the law, which made him retire, but later on he continues to assist in confinement while using his past skills to prove himself useful to solve the case. Looks like your overpowered journey has now come to an end, as you, my friend, are now a weakling. So I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching all the way to the very end and sticking around. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next one.